Hi and welcome back to my channel. My name is Chris and today we're doing this fun and easy, quite impactful glitter New Year's Eve look. As you can see, I used all of the glitters on my eyes today, but you can pick and choose, of course, what techniques work best for you. So if you want to see how I created this look step by step, including my tips and tricks, then yeah, take a seat, grab a drink, grab a snack, and let's do this together. Alright, so as you can see, I've already done one side, and yeah, that's because I had an idea in my head and wasn't quite sure where it was going to go. So we've already done the prep on one side, now we have to replicate on the second side, and that's of course always difficult, but I'm sure I've got a tip or two that I can give you. So to begin with, I'm just going to conceal underneath my brow, and for that I'm going to take my Pro Longwear concealer. I can say it's definitely been a favorite of mine in the last month and a half. So this concealer is going kind of down to just before the crease, and this is going to help us with our next product. And that product is just a bronzer. What I'm trying to do is just give a little bit of shape to the eye. Nothing crazy, you kind of don't really see it because the glitter is so impactful. But yeah, I'm just taking this one. This is from Beauty Bay and it's called Fawn. And I'm just going to take that on a fluffy brush. Any fluffy brush that you prefer to use is great. And we're just going to run that into the crease just really lightly. Blending it out nice and softly and kind of bringing it out to where we believe that wing is going to go. What is nice about this eye look or this technique is it doesn't matter what eye shape you have. Everyone can do it. If you've got a hooded eyelid, if you've got a deep set eyelid, if you have an almond eyelid, it does not matter. You can all do it at home, which is a really fun way and really inclusive for everyone. You kind of don't see it, but that's the point. So the base of this eye look is made up of a gel liner, a black gel liner, which of course can be a little bit intimidating, especially if you have problems with your symmetry. So a great tip that I can do is go ahead with your concealer first and kind of draw out the underline of your wing. This way, if it's not completely even, you get to see it before you go in with the black. So just with a small brush, I'm going to go in and I'm going to start mapping out where I think that wing is going to go. And you can see here now I've got a bit of a line. I can double check it. And you know what? Just tap it out with my finger. I can go ahead and adjust that line until I think it's right, and something like that is kind of where I want to go. So that's going to be sort of my underline before I go in with now my gel liner. So now that we have that underline kind of created, we can go ahead with our gel liner. The reason I pick a gel liner is it's very pigmented, but it gives a little bit of work time so we can play with the formula a little bit. For that, I'm going to take this one here, and this one is called Black. And this is a chromoline liner from MAC Cosmetics. This is a pro product, so it's not available in all locations, but if you can get your hands on it, it is absolutely the darkest black liner that I've used until now. Not to say it'll always be, but it's definitely until now. Now, easily we can go ahead and put it along the lash line. We don't have to be too worried. And I'm using quite a small brush for this, and I'm really taking my time. It is a lot easier to add some than what it is to take away. So I'm very curious, how was your Christmas? Did you have a great day? Did you enjoy giving and receiving gifts? Did you get what you wanted to get? I'm really, really curious. Drop it down in the comment section below. I'm very curious to see. Did you get any makeup or makeup tools? I didn't get anything makeup related, but honestly, I have more than enough makeup. I do not need any more. And I mean, I say that with a stack of new products that are next to me that I haven't yet played with. But no, I had a really, really great day. It was just my husband and I, because of the regulations, of course, here in the Netherlands, made it very, very difficult to visit anybody. You know, there was definitely no family gatherings because of the laws here. But all in all, it was just a very kind of a relaxing day. We just did what we wanted to do. And that, of course, not very normal. Christmas for me normally is just about running around, getting everything done. But this time we just kind of relaxed and, you know, we cooked lunch. It's very traditional in Australia to have a hot lunch, cold dinner. That's how it just goes in Australia. So we did a roast lunch. And then we did fondue for dinner. And I've never had cheese fondue, and I can say, not my thing. Did not really enjoy it at all. But we had good dessert, so that made all of the difference. So now we can see that the shapes are definitely coming together. Just like so. A little bit of patience is all you need. Everybody can do this, and as I said, I followed my guideline to make sure that everything is in the right direction, and I could tailor that before I went in with the black. So now onto the main star of the show, and that's of course the glitter. Now, I have done on this side, of course, this beautiful sort of orange to red ombre with this sort of fuchsia pink in the middle. On the other side, I'm going to do something slightly different, and I'm going to take these three. So I have here chartreuse, I have turquoise, and I have cerulean, the best glitter of them all, let's be honest. And we're going to do this sort of ombre effect, but on the other side. Now these are loose glitters. I'll be honest with you, they're not probably approved for the eye area. They are a cosmetic grade glitter, but they're not really intended for use in the eye area. I do it. I've never had a problem with loose glitter around the eye, but you know, buyer beware, so to speak. If you do it, it is at your own risk. But step number one is really putting down a nice sticky base, and that kind of holds everything nice and tight on the eye. I'm going to take this here. This is the NYX glitter glue, and I'm just going to put a whole heap on my palette, and then I'm going to pick it up from there as I move between my colors. So I'm going to start with the color chartreuse, and I'm going to take it onto a really, really flat brush. This is ideal, and I would love to get another one, but I think they're discontinued. This is from Smashbox, but as you can see, look how thin that is. That's crazy. So picking some up, and I'm going to work in small sections, starting here on the inner corner and just dabbing it on. Now I have a couple of different kind of glitter adhesives, but for this particular look I really like the NYX because it's a little bit colored. You can see exactly where I've put it. On a normal look where I want to have just a little bit of glitter on the lid, or yeah, kind of you still want to see the base a little bit, this is not so great for it. But for this look where I want 100% glitter coverage, perfect. So you see I've kind of got 1/3 of the lid, and now I'm just going to take the same brush, and what is very important is to kind of tap off any excess glitter as you pick it up. That's going to help fall out, of course, but it's also going to make it a little bit easier for you. Let's see if I can do it. All right. Rinse and repeat. Don't spill your glitter. Tip number one. Call it a hack. I'm going to take some more of that glue, and we're just going to keep moving over. And just work our way along. I know there's quite a lot of people who don't like glitter. for various different reasons, but I think if you're very careful with your glitter and you dispose of glitter properly, it can really add such dimension to a makeup look. Now, what is very important, of course, is that we kind of work this line. So it's important to kind of go a little bit back and forth with the two colors. Kind of pat on to a bit of an ombre effect. Not like blending, of course, a eyeshadow look, but you can kind of get a bit of a fade happening. All right, once you're finished with glitter, extremely important, don't learn the hard way, put the lids back on your glitter pots. You'll only forget once, but it's so important to not have glitter absolutely everywhere. And we've all seen it before. Someone just accidentally picks something else up, it hits the glitter jar, and all of a sudden you've got glitter all over your pants and in your life for the rest of your life. So let's go ahead with skin. Now, I am gonna make a concoction today because I have this. This is the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Matte. Matte, beautiful, great. Don't love it for my own skin, so I'm gonna mix that with the Smashbox 24-Hour Primer Oil. And I have another sort of adjuster here because I think it's a little bit too deep for where my skin is right now. I'm just going to mix all of them together, and by doing so, hopefully I get this really, really beautiful match. The thing with the L'Oreal foundation, I find, is that they oxidize quite quickly. Work it into your hairline. But you see very quickly, very easily, you get a kind of quite nice result. If you are sort of normal to oily, I think you probably quite like this foundation. For dry, yeah, you can make any foundation work, you just need to know how to make it work for you. So for me, by mixing it with that oil, I still get this kind of really beautiful kind of glowy finish. This is the Bobbi Brown corrector in extra light bisque. It's a peach color corrector, so we're really going to focus on my eyeball. You see here this kind of extreme blueness that I've got. Maybe I'm tired, I'm not quite sure. And I'm going to take that on that fluffy brush, and I'm going to really focus it in the darkest portion. I'm not too worried about the concealing aspect, I'm really just working on the color first. And then we're going to go in with a regular concealer, and for that I've got the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer in the color Fair Beige. And I'm going to take this kind of a little bit further down here in this corner. And we'll probably do a little bit more on the chin. It looks crazy, I know, but trust me. And now with a tapping motion, I'm going to work this up to that glitter line. But now we can see that blueness that we had just a few moments ago completely, let's call it 90% is gone. So now we've got a bit of a look going. Like giving you like Freddie Mercury yet, or not yet, we're waiting. So let's go ahead now with powders. I'm going to pick up some powder bronzer, and we're going back in with that bronzer that we used through the eye. That's this one here, it's called Fawn by Beauty Bay. Have to say, if you are fair in complexion, this is quite a nice color. It's got a little bit of an olivey undertone, but I really like it. Now I'm going to take blush, and for that I have Bitten also by Beauty Bay. I picked up a couple of these on their last sale. I mean, let's be honest, Beauty Bay is basically always having a sale. I think I picked these up for like €5 or something a piece. For €5? Cannot argue with it. Now we've got a bit of a cheek happening. It's going with highlighter. I'm taking this one. This one you can't see. This is Lottie London Diamond Bounce Illuminating Highlighter. It is very glittery and very white. And I'm going to take that on just a brush. Any brush will do. And I'm going to start working that into the highest point. Of my cheek. I'm also going to take a little bit on my finger and I'm going to just push it right here into the inner corner. I'm also going to use my finger. Let's do it here above the Cupid's bow. Probably going to be covered up in lip liner, but you know what it is. Now for lip, you could literally do anything. You do any lip that you like. I'm kind of feeling like a nude possibly is the best route here because so much focus is on the eye, but I'm also been feeling a lot of lip liner and lip gloss. So that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to take lip liner, Soar, #1 favorite lip pencil of all time. I'm going to line my lips. Whilst I'm lining my lip, take a moment to type down below, what are your plans for New Year's Eve? Are you keeping it quiet? Are you doing a sort of a Zoom party? What is the plan for New Year's Eve? I'm really curious to see what people around the world are really doing. Totally optional. I take my finger and just kind of blur out that lip line on the inside edge. Just to make it a little bit softer. Now for lip gloss, I'm taking this one. This is from Lunar Beauty and it is in the color Starlight. And this is such an intriguing gloss. Feels more like a lip oil than it feels like a lip gloss. Like zero stickiness whatsoever. It is so bizarre. And saying that though, because it is so slippery.
My name is Slippery Stare.
It's definitely not going to stay a whole night. I'm sure of it. So, but there we are. There is my New Year's Eve glitter look. I hope you enjoyed it. If you haven't already, go ahead, click that subscribe button, comment whatever you like down below, and don't forget to give us a big thumbs up. I really appreciate it. I strive to post 1 video per week. That's literally all I can do. But yeah, there's some good things coming up in the future. I have a lot of plans. So if you want to learn something new, or yeah, you just want someone to talk to, then keep on following. Other than that, stay safe, stay positive, and never ever forget that you can do anything you believe in so long as you put in the work. Have a great one.